Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I have for you something I've never done before. I am going to be doing eye swatches of the new Moira Chroma Light Shadow Collection. So I picked up the entire Chroma Light Shadow Collection. You will have already seen my Moira haul that was previously posted. But now I'm going to do eye swatches of all 24 shades. I know I'm crazy. My eyes are going to hate me by the end of this, but I think it's worth it. That way you guys can see all of the shades, and that will help you make an informed decision if you decide you want to pick any of these up. Also, I just noticed, I got an email today that their entire site is 30% off. That does not count the bundles like what this is right here, unfortunately, but it does apply to almost all of the single items. So 30% off is amazing because these shadows by themselves are just $6 each. So 30% off of that, wow. Plus I have a lot of other stuff. Most of what I'm wearing on my face right now is actually from Moira Cosmetics. I am quite a fan of Moira Cosmetics, so yeah, so I thought that would be fun. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, I am going to zoom you guys in. Okay, looks like that's as far as I can zoom you guys in. Okay, I will not be using any eye primer. I actually got the inspiration for this from, I believe her handle is Shay XO. I'm not sure if she's still on YouTube or not anymore, but if she is, I will definitely make sure to tag her. I will definitely give her credit down in the description line regardless of whether she's still active on YouTube or not, because this inspiration absolutely comes from her. She used to do eye swatches of all of the ColourPop collections, and I absolutely loved watching her videos. She is an amazing creator. I do hope she's still active, but I will be checking that out. And like I said, if I find her page, I will definitely link it in the description box. If I don't find her page, I'll still make sure to mention her and give her full credit for the idea. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and pull each and every one of these out of the box. That way it'll be a lot easier for me to swatch them. And I'm going to go in order 1 through 24. I know some of the dark shades are going to come up first, but that's okay. We're just going to deal with it. I will not be using an eye primer. What I will be doing is laying down just a setting powder just to give the eyeshadow a little grip. I'll be putting the eyeshadow down flat with a flat shader brush. No primer, no glitter glue or anything like that. And then I'll go back and I'll add a little bit more, spray my brush to get it wet just to see if that ups the intensity. So I'll do that with every single shadow. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I have them all out of their packaging now. So this is what the actual packaging looks like. And I don't know that they're actually a dupe, but they remind me a lot of the Urban Decay Moon Dust shadows, and I'll give you an idea with just the first one, just on an arm swatch. Pardon me, I have it's early, and obviously my coffee's not kicking in, but I have the older shadows, so I've got two that are very similar to each other. So the 01 from Moira, which is called Fairy Dust. I'm going to swatch that. And then I've got, well, let me see if I can get this out to tell you what color it is. I've got Cosmic from Urban Decay. And so I just dug my nail in there. Let me see if I can swatch that. Having a hard time getting my finger in there because of these nails, and this shadow has a little bit of hard pan on it. Okay, but there you go. So this one right here is Fairy Tale from Moira, and so this one right there is Cosmic from Urban Decay. I don't know if they changed their moon dust formula or if they just repackaged it, but to me they seem the same when I see anybody using like the new palettes that they came out with in 2023. They actually look identical to me, so I feel like the formula wasn't actually changed. I think they just changed the packaging. So anyways, so Urban Decay, I have no idea what they cost now. I know that their moon dust used to run about $25, $28 a piece, and these are only $6 a piece, so quite a savings. So let me explain what I'll be doing. I will be laying down a loose powder. I'm just going to use the Maybelline Fit Me in Fair. That way it gives the shadow something to adhere to on my lid. And then I will use a shader brush and go in and just apply it dry first. And we'll see what that looks like. And then I'll go back and get a little bit more on my brush, and then I'll spray my brush with water and apply some more, and we can see if that intensifies the shadow. So I'll be doing that with every single shadow. In between, I'll be cleaning off my eyes with micellar water. And then I'll make sure that my eyelid is completely dry with my fan before I go in with the next shadow. So without further babbling, I guess I should say, let's go ahead and get started. I'll start by setting each eye with, like I said, the loose powder. And I probably won't show you that part for each step, but I'll show you for this one. My goal is just to do a light coat of powder on each eye. My eyes are going to be killing me by the end of this. I am wearing waterproof mascara, so I'm hoping the mascara will stay on as I remove the shadows, but if it doesn't, I guess it doesn't, you know? We deal with what we can. Okay, so first one we're going to go in with is called, and I might have to pull out my glasses for some of these, but this one is the one I just swatched. This is 01 Fairy Dust, and I have zoomed you guys in just as closely as I can. I am using a Morphe shader brush. I'm going to use the same brush, and I will clean it off in my color switch, and if I need to, I'll dip into my Cinema Secrets brush cleaner, because that brush cleaner dries really quickly. Okay, here goes shade number 1. And I do apologize, my hands are shaky. It's a result of medication that I take, so it is what it is. Okay, so there is that shadow dry. So let's go ahead and get some more on the brush, And then I'm just spraying it. I have filtered water in an old MAC Fix Plus bottle. So that's all I'm doing is just spraying the brush after I got the shadow on my brush. And yes, it definitely intensifies the glow, I think. So there you go. There is 01 Fairy Dust. Guess I can hold this up. So there is 01 Fairy Dust. Okay. So I'm going to clean my brush off. Make sure there's no remnants left of that shadow, and you can see as I brush it on my hand comes out clean, so there's nothing left. Okay, so there's that one. The next one I'll do on the next eye. This one is called 02 Tempting. Looks kind of like I don't know, almost a rose gold. Maybe? Focus. There we go. Very pretty. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing. Go and dry first. And I like that you can use these as like just a light wash of glitter, or you can amp them up by spraying your brush with water or with a setting spray. I think I might need to get a stationary mirror and instead of trying to hold this mirror. But anyways, there it is. Without spraying the brush. One sec, let me grab my mirror. Okay, next shade we have 03 Kiss and Tell. This looks like it's maybe a purple. Very pretty. So again, using the same brush, I've cleaned it off. There's absolutely nothing on it. Okay. And in between cleaning, obviously there's still going to be some glitter left on my eyes. I can't get all the glitter off, but I am getting the pigment off, so you'll still be able to tell the difference in the colors that I'm swatching, because we all know glitter is like next to impossible to get off. Okay, so there's that shade Kiss and Tell. Dry, so now let's go ahead and get it on the brush and spray it with some water and amp it up a little bit. Oh yeah, that's very like pink. I feel like we need a little bit more, so you can really see the full pigment. Wow, that is stunning. Like if these aren't like Urban Decay Moon Dust, these are like a lot of indie shadows, so. Very pretty. Okay, cleaning off the brush. Making sure there's absolutely no pigment on it. I'm even wiping it on a towel as well. So the next shade is 04 Shimmer, or no, Summer Dream. And this looks like it's a duochrome, maybe like a brown blue duochrome. Yeah, there you go. You can see the flip that way. Very pretty. All right, going in dry. Oh yeah, she's beautiful. I'm so excited to have these in my collection. I have so many palettes, but I've also found that I've been reaching more for my like ColourPop, Super Shocks, and some of my other like special single shadows lately. I've just been having lots of fun. I also have some loose pigments that I like to play with. So yeah, this is super fun. And I do still plan on going through and decluttering my singles and showing you my whole collection of single shadows. That would include pigments and probably my liquid shadows as well. So there you go. That is 04 Summer Dream Dry. Okay, let's go ahead and get some more on the brush and spray it with some water. Oh yeah, that really amps it up. Very, very, very pretty. And very smooth on the eyes, I think. I'm 46, so I have very aging hooded eyes, so there you go. That is 04 Summer Dream. Pardon the shaky hands. Alright, on to the next two. Okay, the next shadow is 05 Sugar Crush. So there you go, Sugar Crush. I'm not sure that this is a duochrome or just a really shimmery kind of bronze shade. Again, going in with a completely dry brush. And I'm already getting raccoon eyes, so I thought the waterproof mascara might be able to outlast the micellar water, but apparently it's not. So by the end of this, I probably won't even have mascara on, but that's okay. I just did it to kind of be able to give you guys a better idea of what, you know, the shadows look like with mascara on. Okay, so there is Sugar Crush. Dry. Alright, let's go in and spray the brush. Oh yeah, that is super intense. These are just so pretty. So there you go. That is 05 Sugar Crush. Okay. Next up we have, excuse me, 06 Honey Glow. This is like a really pretty, like bright yellow gold, it looks like to me. You can get this open, but I do think it has a duochrome shift to it, maybe. Yeah, it looks like it has a duochrome. So this should be fun. Cleaning off the brush, making sure there's absolutely no pigment on there. Doing it on my color switch and also on a microfiber towel, so making sure it's absolutely clean. Okay. Oh wow, that is pretty. Okay, and there is Honey Glow Dry. So let's go ahead and get some more on the brush and with the brush. And I bet this is really gonna get intense. Oh yeah. Wow, this is a gorgeous color. I don't know that I'm gonna have any favorites, you know, because they're all so pretty, but this would probably be in one of my favorites for sure. So here you go. Here is Honey Glow Wet. Very, very pretty. Okay, on to the next two. All right, on to the next two shades. This one is called 07 Spellbound. Looks like a pretty purple with a flip. It has some kind of a flip to it. You can see as I turn the thing. Again, brush is completely clean. And I think when wearing these, I would definitely recommend a tacky eye primer or a glitter glue, just so you don't have glitter fallout, because there is a lot of glitter in these shadows. I personally would opt for a glitter primer. I love the NYX glitter primer. It's only like, I don't know, $5 to $7. I'm not sure if it's gone up over the years. The last time I remember buying it, I think I spent $5 on it. And I have several tubes of it because I like to use it with a lot of my shimmers. Just because it makes sure to keep the fallout at bay, and it also helps to intensify the color. Okay, that is 07 Spellbound Dry. Can't wait to see what this one looks like wet. I think it's just gonna be so, so pretty. Of course, you guys know me and my love for purple, so any kind of purple always has my heart. Oh wow, yeah. yeah, that really amps up the color. So there you go. Here is 07 Spellbound Wet. All right, next shade is 08 Sunstone. That looks like another kind of bronzy copper maybe. It does look like it has a flip to it. Maybe. Kind of hard to tell with these, but they're just so pretty. So cleaning off the brush, making sure there's no pigment on there, both on the color switch and on my microfiber towel. All right. Oh yeah, that's a beautiful, I would say bronze. But I'm not the best at color description, so take my color descriptions with a grain of salt. One thing I do wish Moira would do would be to put color descriptions on their website, but they don't. You just kind of have to figure it out based on their swatches. And they do really good swatches on their website, but still, it would be nice if they provided the color description. So this is Sunstone Dry. Okay, let's get it back and wet the brush. I imagine this one's going to be gorgeous. Yep. So high shine wet. Wow, that is pretty. So there you go. That is 08 Sunstone Wet. All right, on to the next colors. These are fun, like blue teal colors. So this first one is 09 Blossom Skies. And that's what that looks like. Focus. There we go. Okay. So going in with the dry brush first. Oh wow, that is gorgeous. That reminds me of like a mermaid's tail. That is super, super pretty. Yeah, this definitely has some kind of a float to it. Okay, so there is Blossom Skies Dry. Okay, let's get it on the brush and get it wet and see just how pigmented she really is. Oh yeah, so pretty. So there you go, 09 Blossom Skies, wet. So pretty. Okay, the next one kind of looks like a mint green to me. It is 10 Aquamarine. So that's a good description of it. Focus. There we go. All right. Make sure the brush is clean. And also by running it across this microfiber towel, it dries off the brush too, so that way you're seeing the shadow truly dry at first, and then of course we wet it afterwards. Oh, pretty. This one doesn't seem to have as much pigment. It seems more like a topper. But, you know, we'll see once we get it wet, it'll probably have a lot more pigment. The mascara is now starting to flake into my eyes, so my eyes are getting red, so please excuse that. I guess I should have done this without mascara. You live and you learn. Alright, so there is number 10 Aquamarine Dry. Alright, let's get it wet and see how much the pigment builds up. There we go. Yeah, it builds up a decent amount, I think. Still a little bit more of a topper shade in my opinion. I'm going to grab some more. Spray the brush again, just so we can try to get full opacity or as much as we can. There's definitely a flip to this one. Kind of like maybe a little bit of a red. Very, very pretty. Alright, so that one is 10 Aquamarine. All right, on to the next two. This first one is number 11, Golden Topaz. Super pretty. Oh, and it definitely has a flip to it. Very, very pretty. All right, my brush is all cleaned off. So let's go in with Golden Topaz. Oh yeah, she's pretty. Okay, so there is Golden Topaz dry. It definitely has some kind of a flip to it. Very pretty. Hopefully the camera is picking up the flip. Alright, let's see her wet. Oh wow, super, super metallic. Wow, that's stunning. This is probably another one of my favorites, just because it's so shiny. So here is number 11, Golden Topaz Wet. And if you like this format of videos, I also have all of Moira's multi-chrome. Yes, I have all of their Space Chameleon multi-chrome liquid shadows. So I would be more than happy to do eye swatches with these too, if this is something you guys like, because I think that would be really cool. Alright, on to the next shadow. This looks to be kind of a pinky bronze. This is, oh, Rosé, number 12, Rosé. So very pretty. So there you go. I don't know if this one has a flip or not, but it's definitely very sparkly. And let me clean off the brush. All right. Here we go with Rosé. Oh yeah, that's a pretty pink. I can tell that my eyes are getting irritated because it's patching up in some spots, but that's okay. It's all in the name of beauty. We'll deal with it. Let's put some Aquaphor or something on my eyes after I'm done and let them rest, and they'll be fine by tomorrow. Fortunately, I don't have super sensitive eyelids, so I think I'll be alright. That's really pretty. Okay, here we go. This is number 12 Rosé Dry. Super pretty and sparkly. And I bet will be even more impressive wet. And I don't know if I said, but this is just filtered water in an old MAC Fix Plus spray bottle. I like to repurpose my good spray bottles for other things. Like I have another one that I keep rubbing alcohol in to sanitize my palettes, because if you didn't know, it's good to sanitize your palettes every now and then, and if you just spray them with some isopropyl alcohol, it doesn't hurt the quality of the shadows and it helps kill any bacteria. That's part of the reason I'm able to keep my palettes as long as I do. So, wow, that's really pretty. So there's number 12 Rosé Wet. Alright, we are halfway done. Alright, on to the next two. This first one is number 13 Renegade. Looks to be kind of a bluish purple, maybe? I don't know, it has some kind of a flip to it. Almost, yeah, you can see the flip. Very cool. All right. Alright, there is number 13 Renegade Dry. Very pretty. Definitely has some kind of a flip to it. Alright, let's see it wet. Oops. Would help if I faced the pump the right way. That is very pretty. I can't pick favorites, they're all so pretty. So number 13 Renegade Wet. Like I said, hopefully the camera is picking up the shifts. I'm doing the best I can to show them. So there's that one. Okay, next one is number 14, Birthday Girl. Oh, that's pretty. Looks kind of like copper to pink, maybe? or bronze to pink. I'm not sure. We shall see. Oh, let me clean off the brush. Oh wow, that's really pretty. I keep saying that to all of them though, so these are all just stunning shades. I love anything shimmery, sparkly, glittery, so these make me very happy, and I'm so excited to have these in my collection. And since I have so many matte palettes, it makes it super easy for me to make looks with these. You know, just go in with a matte palette and then use one or two of these shimmers to do a really fun eye look, because these are super fun. Alright, that is number, what did I say, 14? Birthday Girl Dry. Okay, let's see her wet. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this really amps it up. Sorry, my application's getting messier as we go along, but you get the gist of what they look like. Oh wow, that's so pretty. Number 14, Birthday Girl, wet. Alright, on to the next two. The next one is number 15, Unbothered. I think this is going to be another one of my favorites. It's kind of almost like a citrine and green flip. It's really cool. Hopefully the camera will pick up the flip. Very cool. My brush is already cleaned off. It's coming across a little bit more gold than I thought it would, but that could just be part of the flip. Oh yeah, this is definitely another one of my favorites. Again, it's hard to pick favorites because they're all so gorgeous, but I like these cool shades. Okay, so here is 15, Unbothered, Dry. Alright, let's get it wet. Oh yeah, Yeah, super, super pretty and foiled. Gorgeous shade. I'm terrible at describing shades, but it looks like maybe it has a reddish flip. Hard to tell. But here you go, number 15, Unbothered, Wet. I don't know if that's a red flip or a copper flip. I don't know. Like I said, I'm terrible at describing shade names. Or shades. Not shade names, shades. So there's that one. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, and then next we have number 16, Born to Be. This one definitely has a flip too, because it was coming across like more copper. But then when I turn it, I see something else. Okay, let me clean off the brush. And here we go. Please ignore the loud plane flying overhead if you hear that. Wow, that's really different than what it looks like in the pan. Okay, that is number 16, Born to Be, Dry. I'm sorry, I think my husband just turned on the TV, so hopefully you don't hear that in the background. You tell him to turn it down. So now we're going in wet with this shade. And when you wet the brush, you can absolutely use setting spray too if you prefer, but I've found that water works just as well as setting spray for me. So I just stick to plain old filtered water. That is gorgeous. Completely different than what it looks like in the pan. So that is number 16, Born to Be. Alright, on to the next two. The next one is called number 17, Opal Glazed. So it looks like just a white shadow. But we'll see if there's a flip or something to it. Looks like there might be, it's kind of hard to tell. Alright. Let's try her out. Oh, yep, definitely a flip. You can see green. That's kind of what I was hoping for when it said opal. Oh, that's pretty. Looks can be so deceiving. What they look like in the pan are completely different from what they look like on the eye. Alright, so here's number 17, Opal Glazed Dry. So pretty. Alright, I'm going to bet it's even prettier once it's wet. I swear I think I see some pink in there too. I don't know if I already said this, but I completely forgot that today is Super Bowl Sunday. Who are you guys rooting for? 49ers or the Chiefs? I am personally rooting for the Chiefs. 1, because I'm a Swiftie, and 2, because I'm a fan of Patrick Mahomes. So there you go. Alright, so this is number 17, Opal Glazed. But either way, I mostly watched the game for the commercials and the halftime show. So, you know, I am a big football fan, but since my Dallas Cowboys aren't in the Super Bowl, it's not as important to me. But it looks to be like it's going to be a really good matchup. So I am excited to see the game today. Alright, the next one is a dark one. This is called number 18, How Charming. Looks like kind of a cool tone color. Can't tell if there's a flip to this one or not, or if it just has a lot of shimmer in it. And let me clean off the brush. And away we go. If I can grab it. Oh wow, yeah, that's a really pretty cool tone brown. Yeah, my eyes are starting to get irritated, so I can tell that the shadow is kind of clinging in some areas, but that's okay. We don't have that many left to go, so I think my eyes can hang in there. Just probably won't be wearing much in the way of makeup for Super Bowl Sunday today. Alright, 18, right, How Charming, dry. Okay, let's get it wet and see what it looks like. Oh wow. Yep. Just smooths it out, makes it even more shimmery, even more magical. I really like this color. I love cool tones, so I really like this color. This would make a gorgeous smoky eye. I really like that. So again, number 18, How Charming. Wet. So pretty. All right, on to the next two, and we only have 6 left, so we are getting there. We are almost done. All right, we are down to our last 6, so here's our next 2. The first one is number 19, Keepsake. Looks like another kind of gold. But it does look like it has a flip to it. Yeah, there's definitely some kind of a flip to it. Very pretty. Alright, this is number 19, Keepsake, Dry. Yeah, it definitely has some kind of a flip to it. Again, I'm terrible at describing shades, but maybe like a copper and gold. Not completely sure, but super pretty. Alright, let's get it wet. Let's see what we look like. Oh, and that just really amps it up. Ooh, so pretty. Wow, that's super metallic. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, number 19, Keepsake, Wet. Absolutely stunning. Okay, the next one appears to be kind of like a purple. This is called number 20, Lilac Love. Where are we here? There we are. And there we go. Very pretty. Of course, this will probably be one of my favorites because purple is my favorite color. Can't forget to clean off the brush. Alright. Digging into Lilac Love. Oh yes, she's pretty. Maybe like a blue purple? It's kind of hard to say. This is a beautiful, like, springtime color, I think. Takes a little bit more building up than some of the other ones, but I think it's worth it. But that could also be my eyes, because like I said, they're starting to get dry and irritated, so there we go. That's number 20, Lilac Love Dry. Alright, let's see her wet. There we go, that's better. That gives it more pigment. Definitely more of a pastel, but so pretty. Love that. Very pretty. Number 20, Lilac Love, wet. Alrighty, on to the next two. We only have 4 left. Alright, on to the next two. This next one is number 21, Good Fortune. Looks like maybe a pretty emerald green. Can't tell if there's a flip or if it's just a solid color, but we shall find out. Yeah, I think it's just an emerald green. I don't think there's a flip, but wow, it's pretty. Perfect for St. Patrick's Day. Or Mardi Gras. I guess Mardi Gras is coming up first. You know, you've got your green, gold, and purple for Mardi Gras. That is beautiful. See, when I see shadows like these of such high quality, I just can't bring myself to pay for like the chrome pots or whatever that Pat McGrath brought out, because I mean, you can just get such stunning quality at, you know, drugstore prices now. That's completely dry. That's number 21, Good Fortune. Oh, I think I might see a flip in the camera. I don't know. Very pretty. Alright, let's go in with it wet and see what it looks like. And Moira also has shadow pots. Have a couple of those. I'd like to have the whole collection, but maybe eventually. Getting it wet seems to just kind of smooth it out a little bit. I don't think it really amped up the pigment or anything, because it was already so pigmented dry. So yeah. This is a super beautiful green. So number 21, Good Fortune, wet. All right. Next one is, this is a cool tone, maybe lavender gray. It's called 22 Full Moon. Looks like a really cool color. Looks like it has a flip to it. So yeah, maybe a little bit of purple, maybe a little bit of gray. I don't know. Let me clean off the brush. Make sure we've got all that green off of there. Alright, we're nice and clean now. In we go. Oh wow, definitely kind of a lavender at first sight. But I do see a gray undertone to it. I swear I might even see some pink reflex in here, I can't tell. That is super reflective without even needing to be wet. That is beautiful. So that is number 22, Full Moon, dry. All right, let's look at wet. Yeah, again, this one was so pretty dry that I do see a little bit more. I swear I see some pink in it. I think maybe a little bit of lavender with a little bit of a pink flip. I don't know. Again, terrible at describing shades, but it's beautiful nonetheless. So there you go, number 22, Full Moon, wet. All right, let's get this off, and then we're down to the last two. Oh my gosh, we're almost done. All right, last two. Oh my goodness, that green did not want to come off. It stained my eyes a little bit, but that's okay. The powder's helping to cover it, plus the next color we're using is a really deep blue, so it's just fine. This is called number 23, Midnight Blue. And I think that's just what it is, a beautiful midnight blue. Don't know if it has any flips to it or if it's just a really pretty blue. So let's get this on our eyes. I bet this one will probably stain my eyes too. But that's okay. When I'm done here, I'm going to go wash my face and put some Aquaphor on my eyes and let them rest. So they'll be alright. Yeah, you can tell my eyes are dry and irritated because the shadow's having a harder time sticking. There we go. Oh wow, that is beautiful. And so sparkly. This would be a great look if the Dallas Cowboys were playing today. Can't all get what we want though. Maybe one of these days we'll get back to the Super Bowl again. I do miss the glory days back in the 90s. It's been that long. Since we've been to the Super Bowl, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken. That's okay, I still love my boys. Wow, that's really pretty. That's a beautiful, deep, deep blue with lots and lots of sparkle. That is stunning. And I don't wear blue a lot, but I would wear this. This is number 23, Midnight Blue, dry. So pretty. Okay, let's see it wet. I have a feeling it's just going to amp up the shimmer a little bit and smooth it out, because I don't think there's any kind of flip in here. Yep, I don't see any kind of flip. Just a really beautiful, shimmery, gorgeous blue. Ooh, I'm getting messy. Okay. Obviously, I'm tired. That's very messy. I apologize for the messiness there. But anyways, this is number 23, Midnight Blue, wet. Oh, very pretty. Very messy. Looks like I don't know what I'm doing, but that's okay. Alright, and the next one, let me clean off the brush. Okay, the last shade, last but not least, is called number 24, You Up? Like with a question mark, You Up? I can't tell if it's like a black or a blue. Looks kind of like a black or gray to me. Super pretty. Make a beautiful smoky eye, I'm sure. I didn't see any flip to this one either. So yeah, it looks like it's like a gunmetal. Like a black or a gunmetal with like silver reflex maybe. That is stunning. Completely dry. Probably wouldn't even need to wet the brush with this one. But here you go, number 24. You up? All right, let's see what it looks like once we get it wet. Yeah, that brings out those silver reflex more, I think. This would make a gorgeous, gorgeous smoky eye. Like thinking New Year's Eve party. Very, very pretty. There you go. This is number 24. Last and final shade. You up? Alright, that concludes this swatch session. So if you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing to my channel. It would mean so much to me. Also give me a thumbs up. That really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. Please comment below your favorite colors. If you're interested in seeing me do the Space Chameleon liquid shadows, eye swatches, of course I'll have to give my eyes a few days to recuperate because they're going to need it. Also, I do have some of the shadow pots. What are they called? The Moira Star Shadow Pot. I only have 3 of them. I would eventually like to get all of them. I was actually wearing this shade in the last part of my declutter. Somebody asked what I was wearing. This is what I was wearing. These are absolutely stunning. Again, remind me of the Pat McGrath pot shadows that she came out with. And they come in so many colors. I'd love to have the entire collection, and I probably eventually will. Because they're so pretty. They're just stunning. So anyways, if you guys like this format of video, this is something I would consider doing with palettes as well, new and old. I'm trying to come up with new series because, like I said, I'm on a low buy, no buy. So I'm going to be doing a lot of videos probably with some palettes that have been around for a little while. Just to show different looks, maybe like 3 looks, 1 palette, just to kind of give you ideas of how to use your palette that you've had maybe sitting there that you haven't played with for a while, and give you some inspiration to pull it out. And with those I could do eye swatches with those too, because I thought this was a lot of fun. My eyes didn't think so, but I thought this was a lot of fun. So if you like this, definitely leave comments below. Let me know what you think. That also helps the YouTube algorithm. The more, what's the word? Conversation we have going on, the more collaboration we have going on, the more it helps push my videos up in the YouTube algorithm. I really am trying to make this my career, just because with my illnesses, it's hard for me to hold down like a full-time job. A full-time job, it would definitely have to be work from home because of my gastric issues. And those are harder to find, and right now, I don't know, it's been a struggle, believe me. I've been on the job hunt for a while, and it's been a struggle, so it would be amazing if I could turn this into a career. And also, if you're not following me on Instagram And on TikTok, I would love to have you there too. I am Jennifer E Makeup, all one word, on both platforms. And I think I have that like on my end screen at the end of the videos whenever they close out. And I'll try to, in my description box, put links to where you can literally just click on the link and go directly. It'll take you directly to my page on Instagram or on TikTok if you want to go check me out there. So I think that covers everything. Thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun filming it. I had a lot of fun playing with these shadows. Super excited to have them in my collection. So look forward to seeing me, you know, play with some matte palettes and incorporate these shadows in to give you guys some ideas on how to use these shadows. What else? I think that covers everything. So I just want to say thank you again so much for watching. I hope that you are having a great day or night wherever you are in this world. I hope that you're staying safe. I hope that you're staying healthy. And I look forward to talking to you again real soon.